Hello, this is Dottie Berry. I'm coming to you from Blaine, Washington. I'm really excited today to share some information that we're going to do with our Jeunesse Empower team. Notice that it's about empowering you and helping you in any way that we can with our Jeunesse business. And we are like the East Coast, West Coast swing here. We got Cheryl Bassett on with me tonight, and she's the East Coast. I'm the West Coast. I'm the Pacific Northwest, to be exact, about 5 minutes from the Canadian border. So anyway, I'm sort of known as the Google Hangout maven, the techno guru kind of crazy person, which is really kind of interesting considering that I got an electric typewriter for high school graduation. So when you're listening to some of the things that we're going to be doing, don't think I can't do it. We're going to provide a lot of done-for-you systems. In fact, that's what we're going to talk about as to how we're different a little bit later. Not that, other teams aren't great, but we're talking about empowering you with Jeunesse, a global company in the network marketing profession. And we're going to talk to you about doing some things maybe you've never had access to before. So first of all, I'm going to turn it over to Cheryl Bassett and let her go over some things with you tonight. So wherever you're at, if you watch this on the recording later, this is live right now, we appreciate you being a part of our team. Or if you see it and you go, wow, they look like they're having some fun, then contact us and let us see how we can get you working with our team. So Cheryl, I'm going to go ahead and turn it right now over to you.
Great. Thank you, Dottie. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, and it's great to have you on, and so happy to be partnered up with you and George Gutos in Greece, who, by the way, is asleep right now, bless his heart, and Jamie Knoll there in Columbus, Ohio. We've got some great people on our team. We love that we're working with Jason Bernay and Tony and, all these great people. That's what it's really all about, Cheryl, having a fun team.
Oh, absolutely. And, it's funny, two things you know about Dottie already. One is she just dated herself by the electric typewriter. And two...
I need that instantly ageless stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And two, only someone who lives clear on the other side of the planet practically in Blaine, Washington, practically Canada on the far side would think that Ohio is the East Coast, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, I should have said the Midwest, but you know what I'm saying. I think what it really meant is that it's east of us.
It's very east.
It's the East Coast.
I'm laughing. So, and I know we have people from Ohio on here, so that's great. But the good news is there is actually a little further east, and they're getting snow tomorrow, and we're going to miss it for a change. So, great. Thanks for having me, and I'm so excited to share this. And it's so funny because if any of you that are out there, and Dottie knows this, know me, I've been in a few rounds of some network marketing companies. I know some of you have as well. And I can tell you that I was in a space of, there is no way, I don't care what it is, I'm not doing it again. I've been there, I've done it, I've got a t-shirt, I'm not putting that t-shirt back on again. And, it took something pretty special, really special for me to even open up my ears and hear something. And I want to share with you some of those things that I took a look at. But I will tell you that I think we all know that what tripwired us, if you will, into this business and even taking a look at it was this great product that Jeunesse came out with. Excuse me. So what I wanted to do was, I'm just going to, if you don't mind, instead of looking at my mug here, I'm going to throw up the screen here on just some of the things that I looked at, because I think what I want to do first and foremost is talk about why say yes to Jeunesse. And, and because I had to go through my own, even when I saw everything that I'm about to share with you, I still kept thinking, I cannot believe I am going to do this again, but it was too good to not do it again. It's almost like I had to do it because of what it had to offer. So I hope that's what I'll be able to share. And then Dottie's going to talk about, once you understand why you should say yes to Jeunesse, then she's going to talk about why we're going to be the best in Jeunesse. And so that's what we're so excited about, all the things that we're doing, and I think you're going to love some of the things that Dottie's going to be sharing. So let me share my screen, and you can let me know, Dottie, if you can see it okay.
I'll sure let you know. Right now I'm seeing, there we go. Oh, it went back. Okay.
Is it there?
I'm going to lock it in now so that it doesn't change to me when I say something.
Okay, let me see if I can get it to just show the big screen here. Okay. Can you see that okay?
Yeah, it's not going to show big screen because that's a PowerPoint, and on Hangouts.
Well, that's fine. That I just for my eyesight will use it big screen
Okay.
because I don't have my contact in. So why say yes to Jeunesse? Well, first of all, we talked about this tripwire product, and the instantly ageless is something that people just go wow. And in fact, I've literally had women, and I say women because I've not heard men scream, but I have heard women scream in the background when they're looking at this video, going, "Oh my gosh!" And so, as good as that product is, though, because it allows us to all kind of have this widget entry point into this business, it's great. But I want to tell you that they have a lot of home run products, and when you start to really look at this company and even the core products that they have, there's a story. And from a marketing standpoint, which is my background, I loved hearing that there was a story that went with every single one of these products. And we're not going to get into all the products tonight, but man, we've got products that have stem cell research. We've got products that have all kinds of technology behind them with the Zen body and the weight loss and the things that people are achieving with that. We've got, the Nobel Peace Prize winner for the research that they're doing in the stem cell. You've got, and Dottie, help me out here because I know I'm missing the big thing that he got the award for. It wasn't stem cell; it was the other thing.
Yeah, are you talking about them being #1 in the DSA and the top Inc. 500?
No, I was talking still about the products, and I can't believe it's going to come back around to me, and I can't believe I can't think. Oh, telomeres. The fact that.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. I thought, well, you'd already mentioned that the gentleman was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2014 for stem cell research, which he's our medical advisor. And I wish I could pronounce his name right. Anybody from the South can mangle anywhere. But Dr. Giampapa, please forgive me if I didn't pronounce that correctly. But amazing his research that he's doing.
It is, and and then if you look at the telomeres, and it's funny because the first time I heard about telomeres was a few years ago. But when you really start to understand it, so just know that there is companies die to have a home run product. I mean, they live to they find that one. We have a home run product that gets people to take a look, but we have home run products literally throughout this entire company. So I don't say that lightly because I think that a lot of companies have great products, but very few have home run products. Do they have are they consumable products? That's always important when you're looking at getting into business with any network marketing company because you need to have that repeat where people can, order every month. They're not buying stuff that they don't need. They're buying stuff that they're going to use month after month after month. So they have these, the consumable piece is so important. And then do they have, as a company, great resources and marketing materials? Well, the page that you're on watching this Hangout right now, there's all kinds of those resources down there. But those videos that they've done are some of the best I've ever seen in terms of really, having that wow factor. And again, as much as I hate to say it, you have to have great products, but you also have to have great marketing behind them. People have a lot of great ideas that never get heard because they don't have the great marketing and the tools behind it. That's what this company has, and that was another piece, again, with my marketing background that I was kind of blown away by. So now I'm thinking, oh man, I really am going to have to take a look at this company. Then when I found out is the company strong? Oh my gosh. You know what? It's funny because people think of a company like Amway that's in literally about 100 countries. They're right around the 100 mark. And they've been around since 1959, and that's just, people think of that as being a strong company, even though they're a multi-billion-dollar company. Their business, a lot of it is out of the United States at this point. But was this company strong? This company's 6 years old. It's done $500 million. It's doubled in size every single year, all the way through. But the most impressive thing, and the thing that when you understand the story of how it happened, which we won't get it all into, but they are in 115 countries. They're actually in more countries than Amway, and I don't think I realized that until I was reading some material the other day from that. So 115, and they're constantly open. I think they opened up Cambodia. I don't know anybody in Cambodia, but you know what? I might meet somebody tomorrow who does. And so literally, this business can grow all over the world in rapid time. We already have people on our team from Singapore. We already have people on our team from, Blaine, Washington, which is clear out, from Canada. And I'm sorry, there's someone else that just came on, Dottie. I know William was from Singapore, but we also, we have, well, obviously Greece, and I know we had someone who was looking at it from Romania. So, I mean, it just grows so virally that way, and they have the support in every single one of those places to be able to help us grow an international business. With the internet and the things that Dottie's going to share with you, you're going to understand why that's just a click away in terms of connecting with that person that's a world away. Excuse me. Sorry, I got a cough still. I've had it forever. I just got my vitamins with the Jeunesse, so I'll be getting rid of it here soon. Hopefully. Is the compensation plan rewarding? I hope that you watched that video on the compensation plan. It starts out very, very basic, and if you understand some of the models in this industry, then you know that a binary, which is what we are, can be very lucrative, but there has to be those things about it that make it special, that make it a hybrid, that make it so that it's going to last and that it's going to continue to grow. I was really excited looking at that, and so there's so many ways for people to play in this at any level they want to and really be able to bring home an income that's going to change their life in a really short period of time. And I hope that each one of you take a look at that. I know that Jamie Noel and his wife Deidre and Marcy and Steve, who are there in Ohio, are going to build a really strong team, and they're going to be able to help a lot of people to be able to tap into some of the things that Dottie's going to share that we're doing as a team that we think are going to be so unique to anybody else that's building in Jeunesse. So that leaves us down to this last piece, which is do they as a company embrace technology? They do Hangouts and things around technology. They have a J Social tool. I know some of you have already been using that, and Dottie will probably touch on that. But yes, they embrace technology. But I'm going to tell you right now, as much as they embrace it, our team is going to take it to the next level. And the things that we're going to build and share for you guys are going to be things that become turnkey, that are going to allow you to easily share so that we can create a ripple like nobody else is going to be able to do. And I will say, that the strength of our team comes from the fact that we've got people with great talent coming into that mix, and I'm so thankful for Dottie. I'm thankful for George because their expertise combined with some of all our talents together is what is allowing us to kind of take this and do that. And I know Jamie's got some of those great skills too. So we're going to be, as a team collectively putting together some really amazing stuff, which I'm going to let Dottie share. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, but just say to you that if you're here and you're just taking a look at this, I encourage you to. And again, having been around in this industry as long as I have in this profession, and just understanding how different this experience with this company is going to be versus others that are out there, because I've watched companies go down after you work really hard at building a team. I'm telling you, that is not going to happen with this company. They're already in 115 countries and they are growing, and they're just now really, in reality, sort of opening their doors here in the United States. So I hate to say that you don't find you're at the right time at the right place, but seriously, the fact that they're already that strong and they're just coming here is a gift. And if you embrace that gift and you understand what you got in your hands, you're going to absolutely be able to do some just incredible things with what we've got here in this business. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dottie, who's amazing, who's just a phenomenal partner. We bounce stuff off. We're crazy people. We stay up late. I stay up later than her because I'm 3 hours behind her, but nonetheless, we're up at all hours trying to get this done. And I know sometimes it's only like 11 there, and she's still going, Cheryl, are you up? And then I don't see it till the next morning because I'm not up. But sometimes you have to call it a night. So anyway, thank you, all of you. Again, Dottie, I'll turn it over to you, and you can tell about how wonderful our team is.
Hey, thanks, Cheryl. Great job. It is a lot of fun because sometimes I'll be up late, and then George will come on. Greece, obviously a different time. Say, Coach, are you still up? I say, yeah, but getting ready to go to bed. What we're doing is we're really working on laying a great foundation for our team because, it's sort of like when you're going to build a house. If I were going to invite you to a party to my home, and you came, and you said, well, Dottie, this is really great, but you don't have any walls up, and there's no roof, and I don't think it's quite time for your homecoming party. So, we're really doing a lot of things on the back end where we're building a solid foundation. Let me just tell you some of those. Well, number one is, if you're watching this on YouTube, I just want to let you know, if you find us somewhere, I want you to go to JeunesseEmpowerTeam.com. It's JEUNESSE, Empower, Power team.com. What you're going to find on that page, and some of you who are viewing this from the page right now, you're going to see various videos. And normally the screen that we're on in that page right now, normally we have the Instantly Ageless video playing there all the time. So team members, if you ever need to send somebody to look at that real quick, just send them to our team page. You know, it's there for everybody. Now, when we have the Hangouts, we remove the Instantly Ageless video and we put in the Hangout so that everybody can watch it. And then below there, we have a link that will go to recorded Hangouts so that people can see those at a later time. Now, also under there is a place where you can make comments. So please go down there right now and make a comment. Tell us what you like best about Jeunesse and getting started. We want to have some engagement, some interaction. And if you have questions, put your question there, because we'll go back, you know, and we'll answer those after we get off here, or sometimes we'll go right in the middle and kind of pull up that page. Right now we don't want to have ourselves looping through there. But at any rate, there's some good information there. There's videos, short videos. I'm not talking about, you know, you got to watch it for 20 minutes, but short 2 to 3 minute videos on each product. Now there is a longer video, but not real long, on the compensation plan. But, you know, not everybody likes to see it that way. Some people like to have a PDF. And we call it our rewards plan, really, because you're being rewarded for being involved and for sharing this with other people. I mean, we say, here's the deal. We love to have customers, and we want people to think, when they're coming with our team, in terms of getting 10 new customers a month and 2 business partners. Because you see, it's really about the product. You don't have a great product, and people find themselves trying to build a business and just get people in that way. No, we have amazing products. Now, I'm an internet marketer. I've been doing that for about 7 years online. People say, well, why are you an internet marketer? I said, have you been to Blaine, Washington? Now you know why I don't do home parties. I mean, where are you going to do it? The closest town is Bellingham, 18 miles south. The closest town to me is White Rock, Canada. So I embrace anybody who wants to do their home parties. That just didn't work for me because of where I live. Now, let me say this. In internet marketing, the real key is that you get to talk with more people who want to talk to you about what you're interested in and they're interested in. It's not so that you never have to talk with people. I mean, we're not widgets. You know, we have a business that we're putting together. We have business partners in all parts of the world. We just want to make it easier for people to connect up with people wherever they are in the world. And, you know, I want to remind you that it's not about who you know. It's about who other people know. So don't make it all about you going, I don't know anybody globally in 115 countries. So somebody you know knows somebody in those countries. And then give you an example. I coached women's basketball at the University of Kentucky many years ago, and one of my managers is from Japan. Her name's Mie. And I'm just right before this started, I was typing her up a note to say, hey, Mie, do you know anybody in Japan who has a face? Of course, everybody does, you know. And no, seriously, you know, Mie, she was a young kid then, and I was a young coach, 27 years old. But, you know, she's only about, maybe 8 years younger than me or something. So I'm sure, you know, she's getting into the age closer to that I am, and she knows people who like skin products. And I'm not asking her if she wants to get into business, but I'm saying, do you know anybody in Japan who owns spas, you know, salons, things like that, or who are interested in health and wellness and want a business in that area? I'm going to just send her the video. Folks, it's just this easy. This is what got Cheryl, myself, and George really interested in this initially, is because it is what I call in internet marketing the best tripwire in network marketing I've ever seen. What does that mean? That means that you have a product that actually causes an aha moment. And folks, there are not many of those in network marketing. That doesn't make it bad. It just means normally it's like, do this for 90 days in health and wellness and you'll see some results. So to see something that happens in under 2 minutes, that is phenomenal. Now, that's not the whole of what we have in Jeunesse. The real deal is all these other amazing products that happen from the inside out. That's what their branding really is about. But they recognized very quickly when $1 million worth of products sold out in 17 minutes in an event back in November, they were like, oh my goodness, we have something really special here. We have something so special that gets the attention of people about our other products. And, you know, the hope is that you get on the skincare products and that in 90 days you don't need as much instantly ageless product on your face because it only lasts about 8 or 9 hours. That's the truth of it. Let's just say it like it is. But for people who are in front of cameras or on TV or, you know, women, you know, we're going out, we would just like to look better, then, you know, we're concerned maybe about the bags that we have under our eyes. Now, I'm just going to say right now, I didn't put any of that on before I got on this hangout tonight. This is just me. Somebody might say, well, you need some of that. So I don't want you to think that I've got on my instantly ageless product tonight. I don't. But it's a great one, you know. So here's what we're looking at. We're looking at how can we take what they've got and really expose that video to as many people as possible. I told William in Singapore, you know, to be quite honest, William admits he's not a business builder. I said, you don't have to be, William. You live in Singapore, and you travel to China and Malaysia. You know, so if I can get Mie in Japan to simply put something like this on her phone where I'm going to show you J-Mobile, okay? What am I talking about here? I'm talking about J-Mobile. You can go in here, and Cheryl, it's probably a glare, so I don't know that you can see it. But here's what happens. I can click on Video Campaign, and I can click on the Instantly Ageless one. I'm just going to do that right now, and it loads up. Now, you can see that, right, Cheryl?
I can see that.
Okay, so here's the thing. I told William, I said, William, when you're traveling, I don't want you to do anything except expose the video. And you show somebody this video. It's 1 minute and 34 seconds. And once you do, you say to them, would you like to know more about that? You send them the email. And if he needs people who are interested in the business, I said, Cheryl and I will get on and talk with them, and we'll close that for you. Because, see, we're a team. We're the Empower team. We're not a team where you're expected to come on and do it all yourself. No, we're bringing people in. We're finding out about where you might fit with a little tool we have where we crack your personality code in under 90 seconds. Don't you love those kind of things? We got a video in 1 minute and 30, and we got a tool where we can crack your code, your personality code in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Why are we doing things like that? We want to know, where do you fit in? How do you like to receive information? How do you hear things? Because at the end of the day, Cheryl, I don't know if you find this, but I have, in business, it's never about what goes wrong with a product or a service. It's about what goes wrong in communication. Would you agree with that?
Yep. Yep, I absolutely agree. I think I shared with you the other day about my husband has up on his wall that 3 things solve almost everything in life: diet, exercise, and communication.
There you go. I mean, that is so true. And, you know, so that's what we want to do. We want to communicate with everybody in a great way. So one of the first things we're doing is finding out about you. How can we work with you if we don't know you better? So anyway, those are some of the things we're doing right off the bat. Now, when you see these types of pages that we're on, that's like we call it a hangout page that delivers information. Now, why just have our hangout up there when we can have all these videos and PDFs and different things like that? There's even a link down there that takes you to a page and shows you how Jeunesse took a lot of top leaders last year to Greece. Oh my goodness, how fun is that? I mean, they're about lifestyle events. I'm going to share something that that was shared with me by the president of Jeunesse when we were in Florida. I asked him, about, do you have a car program? You know what he shared with me? He said, no, we don't. We find that to be a moral issue. I said, well, tell me what you mean by that. He said, well, to be quite honest, a lot of companies have car programs, but what happens is the affiliate, the rep, qualifies for that 1 month. They get that. Now, they don't get the car, they get the lease to it, and it's in their name. It's not in the company's name. And then what happens if they don't qualify the next month? Maybe they're in a car lease that they can no longer afford. That doesn't end up looking good for the company, and it doesn't end up looking good for the rep, because that makes them angry when that happens. He said, we just have events and give away cars. So, you know, I'll tell you what, Vegas is happening this weekend for the Jeunesse yearly event, and I bet they're going to give away some cars. Don't you, Cheryl?
They will. He said they would.
Yeah. So cool things happening there. But I want to share with you a little bit more about the things that we're going to be doing with our team. We're talking about internet marketing, online marketing, those kind of things, technology. This is one of the reasons I was so thrilled. Cheryl and I actually got to meet in Florida with the owners, with the president of, Jeunesse, U.S., America, and, we got to hear people, doctors speak about these products. Scott, Wendy and Randy's son, we got to hear him speak. And we were like, this is a company to be reckoned with. And one of the parts that impressed me was the technology they have. Just the fact that they are forward-thinking enough to have their corporate hangouts with an amazing page that they have. All of them you can go back to and learn what Kasai is training on. One of the first things that happened was they introduced me to Kasai because they know I'm known as the Google Hangout maven. I told her, I said, you need to bring me on that Hangout. Why? I'm more the age group that you're targeting. I mean, honestly, Kasai is fantastic, beautiful, young, very knowledgeable, but I'm the target group. I mean, that's just the truth of it. So they're doing some great things, but that technology got my attention. That J Mobile, what can be done? You can pull in contacts, you can send it to groups, you can send it individually, you can social share that. Do you know how few companies have that? I mean, it's absolutely amazing what they're doing. So let me just show you something that we're doing. I'm going to screen share here. Hang on one second, I'll just go over to it. Let me make sure I get this. All right, Cheryl, can you see that? Hey, Cheryl, can you see that?
I muted myself because I coughed. So.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, oh my goodness, I've lost everybody. Okay, you can see this, right?
I do see it, so you're good.
So here's what I want you to think about. I'm showing you a page that is what we call a sales page rather than an opt-in page. Now, why are we doing that? Well, let me explain to you something that we're going to be doing. We are testing. See, we don't really like to pass things on until we've done a little bit of testing. So we're doing some Facebook marketing right now and testing out some things. We're getting ready for that instantly ageless product to be back and available for everybody to be ordering, even customers, because right now our representatives were able to get it. They sold out, so it was taken off as something that just a retail customer could go and get. But we're going to be doing something called interactive texting. What that means is we can have leads where we send a text, but by law they have to say whether they want more information. If they say they don't, they say in for no, and that's it. They're done. But if they say yes, they would like to learn more, then that's what they're going to do. They're going to learn more. We're going to ask them to watch what? A video that's less than 2 minutes. And that either gets their attention or not. It's just that simple. If they're not interested in it, that's okay. They won't continue. But if they are, they will be sent to this link. And just so you'll know, this is going to play automatically. Okay? That plays automatically. And then after they watch it, they're going to say, I'm interested in the product only or the product and sharing with others. So if they say, I'm interested in the product only, it's going to take them here. Now notice that this video does not start playing automatically. Now why is that? Well, they just watched it play automatically, but why do we have it on here then? Well, I don't know. Cheryl, how many times have you watched that video?
I don't know. I think I'd actually hate to count it at this point, but a lot.
That's amazing. Okay, and Jamie and you all that are watching this, I want you to put down in that chat box, I want you to try to figure out how many times you've watched that video. I don't know that I have ever watched any video as much as I've watched this one. You know, it's short, it's to the point, and every time I'm always amazed. So I know that anybody who's just watched it as it came on automatically is going to click on one of those buttons and they're going to say, darn, I wish I could see that again. So guess what? They're going to get to, but they don't have to. But look at what it says here. It says, if you're thinking, I want to look ageless, find out about the product. And then it says, purchase any of our products. They come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. And all they're going to do is they're going to put in their name it's going to say, tell me more. Now, where does this go to? To be quite honest, it goes directly to the link where they can order the instantly ageless product, because that's what we're talking about here. Now, they'll be able to click on the other product because that's our Jeunesse site. So you may be saying, well, is it going to go to your site, Dottie? No, it's going to go to your site if you have our marketing system, because I can give you a share code, and you'll be able to have these same kind of pages. They'll just be coded to you rather than to me. But this is part of what we're doing on the back end. I'm doing all this work, Cheryl and I are, and George, so that you don't have to do it, done for you. Now, what is Cheryl doing? Well, Cheryl is great at writing and writing content. Now, Cheryl, George, and I, we all go over this. Every day we have a Skype meeting at 11 o'clock Pacific time. Every day we're going over things, we're planning, we're getting things done. But Cheryl is actually writing a lot of those emails. Then I load them into the system. So once everything comes together and the product is back on, available for purchase, we'll be able to supply that for you. So that, I just want you to see that and how important it is. Now I'm going to go back here for a second. And when you go to that, okay, now remember that one plays automatically from that link, okay? Now, you can, if you watch it, you can go, okay, product and sharing with others. I think I'll go check that out. Again, it goes to a page where it does not start playing until you click. And then it says, we're excited that you're interested in the instantly ageless product and becoming a sharing with others partner. Because see, that's really what this business is about. It's about sharing and exposing that video. If you can push a button on your phone, share the video, or if you can send a link to that video, then you're in business. So why would you want to just get the product when you can get the product and share the product? I mean, share it with other people. So what's going to happen when people come in here? Well, when they come in here, we are preparing a video, and the reason we haven't shot that video yet because we're waiting to make sure that we have clarity on some of the new information that's coming out this weekend in Vegas. So we will have a video that goes through with people step by step exactly what you do to come in as a partner with us. Well, one way you can come in as a partner is as a preferred customer. That's a partner because you get an actual link, but that's just sort of like the minimum of being a sharing partner, okay? And what that means is when you share with others, what's that, Cheryl?
No, I'm sorry. Something just clicked on me there. I don't know what happened. You're good. Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, that's what you can do and share with others and get your product free. So that's what's called a preferred customer, okay? Now, if people want to take it to a different level, then they can actually come in as just a regular business partner and get one of different levels, 4 levels in Jeunesse, okay? People who want to really build as a top business partner, we suggest to them, if you're going to be a top business partner, come in as an ambassador. Why? Because you get a sample of every product. How can you be selling something that you don't know about or have tested? So we encourage people to get that so they can get a product, a test of every single product. Now, the great thing again is if you don't like something that you've got 30 days to send it back. So you're not out anything. So anyway, there's different levels you can come in. So again, this is the type of technology that we are going to be using. Now, I just want to share something else with you. We're doing some other things that are going to be a lot of fun. So 3 different kind of things here. The marketing system that will be done for you if you have that marketing system with a share code so that you don't have to put all the emails together. You don't have to put the capture pages. Another interactive texting program that we're testing, okay? And then a third thing is that we have a new tool that really nobody else has because one of our people that is part of our team, don't you love it? We're internet marketers. We attract all great kind of people. The people that have been in network marketing for 20 years, 15 years, like Jamie and Deidre, great people who are actually boots on the street. That's what I mean by they're going to salons and spas and different places like that, bringing them on as business partners. See, we need the skills and talents of everybody, not just one person doing it one way. we're a diverse group. That's what empower means. You empower a lot of people to do it different ways. But what another tool we're going to have is one of our gentlemen, he has created this tool. It's really a content creation tool on Facebook. So we're going to be able to collectively curate content. People, if you know anything, you don't want to have to always write all your own content. The people who really make it big and leverage are people who do what we call curate content. That means you utilize content that somebody else has already written and you simply share it. And when you share it, that causes certain actions by other people. And what we will do, we will take that information that we glean from doing that, and we will be able to fine-tune the types of groups that we approach on Facebook with our Facebook marketing. That's just a really quick description of it in a nutshell. So, Cheryl, I'm going to hold off right here. And did I miss anything that you wanted to cover?
No, I think we've. I mean, we're just constantly testing and measuring stuff because what we didn't want to do was put something out that we hadn't sort of tested on the front end. So I think that by the time that, you know, and we're going to go through it quickly, but we wanted to make sure when we were getting it to you guys that, you know, that we had sort of tested out to see whether or not the content we had written, that now there will be emails that always follow up to, like the where Dottie sent, and I know she mentioned this, but there's entire email campaigns that have to get written so that somebody stays engaged, because we, you know, hopefully if they do the instantly ageless product, eventually they start to see that, you know, these other products that Jeunesse offers, which are so amazing in terms of what they do. So I'm excited to see how this all, but we'll continually, with your input too, as you guys see those, we'll tweak them and continually improve that process. But the good news is, even those emails are something that with and I know Jamie knows what I'm talking about, you'll be able to plug those right in so that that email campaign goes right out there for you. So all of that's being streamlined, and I think the value of that, but again, we are trying to test things on the front end so that by the time they get to you, we already know that they're working, at least to a large degree. So I think that's another benefit. And I share all this with you not because I want to say that, you know, what I do. I want you to know we're doing some really amazing things, but I want you to know that what you have to share with other people then gives you a different way of presenting this business, because people, even though people are going to build it with both relationship marketing and online marketing tools, there's a lot of people that, you know, kind of like, man, I do not want to go start all over again, build another whole team again, and you know, but if I could do some of that, because there's so much heart in that, but if I could also, and there's a lot of heart even doing online stuff, but if you can combine those two and we can marry those two the way that we're going to, I think somebody that would say, like me, I am not doing this again, I refuse, and here I am. So I think that it gives you that extra oomph that you can share with somebody to know that our team is doing something different, and I don't think you'll find another team out there that's going to have what we have. So
that's great, Cheryl. And let me just clarify one thing. It's all relationship marketing.
Yes.
And offline. You know, again, it goes back to, it's just a different way of getting into the relationship. See, again, I don't have any friends and family that are interested in being an entrepreneur, you know, out here. I am, okay? So I know that, and I want to connect with other entrepreneurs. So it's all about building the relationship. It's just the manner in which you build it. It's not any different than being offline. Not everybody goes to chamber meetings every month, you know, and builds their business that way. Somebody else might go, you know, they have a lot of church buddies they build it with, and that's a great way. But the person who builds it that way is not maybe going to build it the other way, or maybe they do it both ways. Either way is good, right, as long as you, bottom line is, you're able to create your business. So we're just using a different vehicle. Now, I will say, is what Cheryl's talking about, we are testing these products. I'll give you an example. The gentleman who's on our team that came to us and showed us this content curation, he was so excited, and we were too, but the reality is what seems simple to him and us, I said, you know what, this is great, and I want your system to, you know, use ourselves, but we need to get even more simple. And he was like, okay. So I don't mean that as a slam against anybody, but we know if you have so many options that you get confused and overwhelmed while you're trying to learn a system, then that becomes a negative, and it takes you away from the very thing you're doing. See, so many people have tried to learn online internet marketing, and it totally distracted them from making money and sharing a great product. And those are two things that you want to do if you're in business. You can't quit sharing your product in a way that creates an income for you, because if you've got a great product, nobody knows about it, it doesn't mean anything. So we got him, after talking, the things we wanted in it that we thought everybody could do, plug and play and do it easy. So he's regrouping that, and then copying that onto a whole new platform just for us. This is what's really important. I want to say we will be the only team in Jeunesse to have this, because nobody else even knows about it. It's not created. He created it because he saw a need. So these are kind of things we're bringing to the table. We're really, really excited about it. So, Cheryl, do you have anything? We don't want to keep everybody too late here. We just want to deliver some great information. And please let us know down there if you like what you're hearing, if you're excited as we are about moving this bus forward. We say we're on the bullet train. You know, if you want to get on the bullet train, it's getting ready to, boom, leave the station. Come on and jump on with us. Cheryl, I'm going to leave it up to you to close us out here.
Just thank you, Dottie, and thanks everyone for being here. We're going to learn some great things from the weekend that's happening out in Las Vegas, and you know, everybody here just, you know, we're just now getting started in some ways and done so much in a short period of time, but the trick wasn't in it for us this round. But man, I tell you what, those are powerful, and if you've been in this profession, you know that. So we'll be at the next one, but we're going to get all that information coming back that will really help us to just launch, and the product should be in the back office then, or I'm sorry, in the order form then. So we'll be ready to hit the ground running the beginning of next week. So we're going to keep plugging away back here. Questions, we'll take a look at the Hangout down below and see what questions and things have come in. We'll respond to those, and thank you everyone for being here. I hope that if you're looking at this for the first time, you seriously give it a look, because it's going to be worth the ride and the effort and everything that we're going to put into it. It's going to pay off, and it's going to pay off in a big way, and I think it's going to do it really fast, and especially on this team. So thank you, everyone.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.